the first things to learn about when you're working with Avid Media Composer and working in the bin are all the data columns, all the columns that contain metadata about the actual clips that you're working with. If you go under the hamburger menu or the fast menu, but it looks like a little hamburger, and go to choose columns, you'll see all the different columns that are available to be displayed in a bin. If you do something crazy like select all, hit OK, you're suddenly going to be you'll see just tons and tons and tons of different columns available in the bin. More than likely, many of these you will not ever use if you're working with digital media, because many of them have things to do with film and tracking key code for film matchbacks and things of that nature. So there's really a lot of things that you won't use. So displaying all the columns is a bit of a waste of space there. If you go back to the choose columns selection box, you can turn columns on and off by clicking them, or you can drag to actually turn many of them on or off, or choose all or none. If I choose none and go back to the bin, I have no data right there. But what you can do that makes things really handy and really useful in a bin is you can save different column layouts under the pop-up at the bottom of a bin. If you notice here, these are a lot of my saved columns, and if I go to one such as clip text specs, you'll see that I've saved a number of columns including frames per second, the audio rate, the tracks of a particular clip, the resolution I'm working with, or the compression, as well as the resolution and the frame rate, which would be under the format. And then we see things like video file format and the cadence if it had something like pull down. And these columns there can be saved for different types of tasks. Like I have one called is it offline, and if the clip was offline it would tell me there in the offline column. I have one for what's the length, if I just want to see the length or the duration of a clip. I've saved one under that. Or back when we used to digitize from tape, I had one saved for that would easily show me the tape columns, but we don't use tape much anymore these days, so I should probably delete that one from my setting list. Now, to show you exactly how we might go about deleting that from a setting list, if you go and look under your settings in your project pane, you'll see all these different bin views. And all those different bin views correspond with the different bin views I have from the pop-up menu at the bottom of a bin. So you can see custom dig film all the way down to logging. Like all of these, or I'm sorry, when was this created, all of these actually correspond to the different columns that I've saved. So if I want to delete one, like what's the tape, I can just go over here in the settings, highlight it, hit delete on my keyboard, and it's gone. So that one's not going to be back ever again. I save a lot of different columns for a lot of different things, a lot of different layouts, because they're just so easy to access a lot of good information.